Without Eric Harrison, Manchester United would not have won the treble. Perhaps there is no finer tribute to Eric Harrison's legacy than the schoolchildren who still arrive by the busload at the cliff. Manchester United's old training ground on Lower Broughton Road still draws in the crowds, be it the tourists who venture to the banks of the River Irwell to take a souvenir shot of its striking facade, or the budding children dreaming of a career in the game. United's teenagers still play there occasionally. Tahith Chong, Mason Greenwood and James Garner, 3 teenagers who have either debuted, or will debut, for the senior side this season, played there in the snow against Liverpool last year. That makeshift stand that has provided a backdrop for the Busby Babes, the class of '92 and England national teams, still looms to stir the soul. It was on that pitch that Harrison turned boys into men. One Saturday morning my wife came and watched us train before going shopping, he reminisced in the class of '92 documentary. "You're a disgrace," she said. "The way you treat those kids." Harrison had played for the Royal Air Force. That tough love would unlikely be tolerated in the era of millennial footballers, but you only need to read the paeans Gary Neville and David Beckham have penned this morning to understand the significance of their mentor's methods. Beckham's read, "We've lost our mentor, our coach and the man who made us. He taught us how to play, how to never give up, how important it was to win your individual battles and what we needed to do to play for Manchester United Football Club. He was always watching and always with us every time we played. I can still hear him telling me no more Hollywood passes. I can still see him as we played on the cliff training ground looking down on us either with a proud smile or a loud bang of his fist on the window, knowing any minute he would be on his way down to probably advise me in the most polite way to stop playing those passes. More importantly, he made us understand how to work hard and respect each other, and not just on the pitch. We won't forget the life lessons he gave us. Eric, we love you and owe you everything." Sir Alex Ferguson noted Beckham's work ethic was unrivaled in all his time at United. It was Beckham who almost single-handedly salvaged the 1999 Champions League final, embarking on an uncharacteristic dribble to force the corner that Teddy Sheringham eventually, via ricochets and mishits, swept into the corner. Without Harrison, United might still have one European Cup chiselled onto the honours board. "When I was given my first contract, the youth team coach, Eric Harrison, told me, 'You're a Manchester United player now,'" Neville once recalled. Harrison's Yorkshire growl engaged United's teenagers as much as Ferguson's Scottish burg. It was under Harrison United's Callow Academy graduates shed their naivety. Neville remembered what a culture shock it was whenever United played at European tournaments against famed continental teams, whose propensity for simulation shocked the young Brits. The whole team would be outraged, Neville regaled. Cheating, pure and simple. Or so we thought. But Eric, Brian, Kidd, and Nobby, Styles, would simply say to us, "When are you going to learn?" Ferguson's sliding doors meeting with Harrison at the cliff sowed the seeds for the rebirth of United. "I was a bit touchy," Harrison told the Daily Telegraph in 2001. "Because I thought he was having a go at me. So I pointed out that Norman Whiteside and 1 or 2 others had come through to play in the first team. He said, 'Yeah, I accept that. But I want more than that.' Harrison did a deal, you get me better quality players, and I'll get you more youngsters in the first team." Both men kept their word. Journalists' dealings with Harrison were joyful. Even in his 70s, he was happy to give his time in retirement and was never short of an opinion. Harrison endorsed United's interest in Luke Shaw before his signing was confirmed. "I think he's already a fantastic footballer," he told the men. "He's a modern-day full-back, he gets forwards really well and causes havoc. He's going to be an incredible player and he could play for England for the next 10 to 15 years. The Harrison stamp of approval was not easily earned. Harrison's life will be remembered and celebrated over the coming weeks. There is a building named in Jimmy Murphy's honor at Carrington, and a permanent tribute should be arranged for Harrison, either at the training ground, Old Trafford or the Cliff. More pressing is the continued research of footballers' links with dementia. Like his own father before him, Harrison diagnosed with mixed dementia, and his family had to take the heartbreaking decision to put him in a nursing home. Harrison was so frail in the last year of his life his daughter, Vicky Hilditch, did not expect him to attend her wedding in September. Such was Harrison's tenacity, he made it. "My mum, Shirley, did an amazing job at home," Vicky told the men last year. "To the point where we were there all the time trying to help." Harrison recognized his wife and daughters, but that was about it, Vicky said. It was numbing to read Harrison was not interested in football anymore during his final months. He would not watch it. But he still said some players' names. He called them his boys.